So when I saw this tweet, I was a little bit confused. It's from Rhys McClenaghan, a top gymnast from Northern Ireland, who's announcing he's been banned from this year's Commonwealth Games.
Came as a shock because I'm the Commonwealth Games champion.
What stops an athlete competing for their country? So I just decided to do a little bit of digging. So Rhys McClenaghan won gold medal on the pommel horse at the last Commonwealth Games, representing Northern Ireland. So Birmingham 2022 was an opportunity to defend his title. But the International Gymnastics Federation have ruled that Rhys, along with two of his teammates, can't now compete for Northern Ireland. And the reason given is that the three gymnasts have previously represented Ireland in other international competitions. Now, this is where it gets a little bit complicated, but basically what they're saying is that by competing in the Commonwealth Games for Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom, it would be like switching nationalities, which athletes can't really do. So unlike the Olympics, at the Commonwealth Games there is no Team GB, so athletes will represent England, Scotland, Wales or Northern Ireland. And Ireland itself hasn't competed in the Commonwealth Games since the 1930s. And while Rhys McClenaghan represented Northern Ireland at the Commonwealth Games 4 years ago, he then represented Ireland at the Tokyo Olympic Games. And the reasons why athletes in Ireland can do this is all part of this treaty called the Good Friday Agreement. This was an agreement signed in the 1990s to resolve decades of conflict between people who wanted to remain in the UK and people who wanted a united Ireland. And the principle that people in Northern Ireland are free to choose whether their identity is British, Irish or both is also widely applied to elite sport. And in a YouTube video to his followers, Rhys suggests that the international governing body for gymnastics doesn't really seem to have recognised that.
Because I represent Ireland and my Gymnastics Federation licence is Irish, they see it as switching nationalities to Great Britain.
As a solution, the international gymnastics body says that the three gymnasts can switch their nationality from Irish on their competition licence, which is kind of like a gymnastics passport. But Rhys says the whole thing has put his identity in a very difficult place. Irish politicians have asked for the ban to be overturned, but as it stands, the athletes don't know whether they'll be able to compete at this year's Commonwealth Games.